Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't trip.
Don't even trip. We got you. What's up, y'all? It's Don't Trip Podcast. You're back with your boys, David and Justice.
What's happening, everybody?
Mm-hmm. And on this week's episode, we got a special guest star for you. We got Miss Kalani in the building.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. On today's episode of Don't Trip, if you're new, we're the advice podcast, advice and no price. So people send us DMs on Instagram. They ask us questions about their life, whether it be relationships, sports, growing up, anything you want to get right. We them big brothers to do that. We got you on all aspects. We're not professionals, as we always say, but we will give you the best advice that we can give you. And you take it with a grain of salt. Hopefully you get something out of it. Maybe learn a little something, maybe laugh a little bit. Just something to kind of brighten your day and maybe help you fix your problem. So
Before we start,
tap
into our brand new Don't Trip Snapchat show.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to that on Snapchat. All you got to do is search Don't Trip on Snapchat.
Don't Trip on Snapchat.
There you go.
All right, for sure. So we got that. We got TikTok. We got Instagram. Whatever y'all want to tap in on. We got a bunch of different platforms to cater to a bunch of different people, whether you like short videos, long videos, whatever you got. So today's episode, we got the questions for you. Questions from fans submitted. We got Miss Kalani in the building. So we picked some that maybe catered to her a little bit. And then we have red flag, green flag, and we got simping or pimping. Just once we get to those segments, I'll explain them for you. But first and foremost, we're going to introduce Kalani. So tell them a little about yourself. Name, where you from, what you do, all that stuff.
Okay, so yeah, my name's Kalani Rodgers. Wait, which camera am I looking at?
That
one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my name is Kalani Rodgers. I'm on social media, but I also do like acting and modeling. So very versatile, but TikTok, Instagram, even Twitch, I stream sometimes. So you can really find me anywhere. But yeah, I just make like skit videos. They're comedy. I really enjoy. It's just like making people laugh and being creative. So there's all types of skits that I do, but the main ones that I feel like people know me the most for are like the crazy girlfriend or like the super aggressive kind of like flip the roles. I love changing like gender norms. So
Okay.
that's my thing.
Are you a crazy girlfriend? Have to ask.
Okay.
That is the question of the day. So I think of it like
That sounds like a maybe. I am.
Because, okay, so the things that I be thinking of doing them, but I'm like one of those people where I be like hype when something happened, and then like after an hour, I'm like, I don't really trip about it. So I feel like I don't get enough time to do like the crazy girlfriend thing.
Okay.
I feel like I'll be real hype, like, oh, like, but I fixed my demons, you know, I worked on those.
There
So
you
like,
go.
so now it's just like, it's very mellow. Like for the most part, you'll probably get nonchalant me instead of just crazy girlfriend. You
Gotcha.
have to do a lot to get crazy girlfriend from me.
Yeah, that makes sense. So all these ideas, you come up with them kind of by yourself, or you have like?
Yeah. So I'm recently trying to like start collabing with people. I stay up in North California, so like there are some creators out there, but there's not a lot. So I mainly make like my own skits. Usually they're just improv, which is kind of funny. That's also why it's kind of hard of making skits with people, is because I kind of just like think of them on the fly. And so like when people don't know how to improv as well, it's difficult. There's only probably like a few I can count on my hand where like I actually wrote them out. They're like, they're a little scripted, way more. But for the most part, they're purely improv.
Okay.
So.
That's what's up.
That's dope. Creative mind, man. So what videos, like how did it blow up kind of? Did you just have one that blew up, or was it kind of over time building up? What happened with that?
So I used to make really basic content, just like selfies, cute songs and stuff like that. So that brought me to like, I think like 120K followers. And then I started making like these videos with my friend Uche, which is the guy who I do videos with.
Mm-hmm.
And to clarify, he's not my boyfriend.
Okay.
Just my friend.
Everyone think that in the comments.
Yes, they
This
always do. They always ask that. But we actually started making like skits, but they were a little bit more realistic. And you know, the way that the social media and like the audience works is, even with my skits, sometimes people think they're real. So like I was like, oh, we got to tone it down a little bit, because they were like they got way too much of a reaction. But those were like the first ones that blew up, but they didn't like really show my personality. And then so when I turned it down a little bit, that's when like they started blowing up, and I was the one of me at the door like asking to sleep over, and it like kind of pushes my head out, and all those little ideas and stuff, like they're great. Like we just make them up on the fly. And so that was the first one that really blew up, and that like showed my personality, you know. The other one was like me getting like cheated on. We called him at a basketball game, but then everybody was like so mad, but it was just so funny. So I was like, you know what, let me tone it down for y'all, since y'all take everything so serious.
So do you kind of take that to heart, people's comments, or
Not at all. I feel like I have I don't know if the word or the phrase is like media training, but I know how like society works, you know,
Okay.
and like,
Yeah.
you know, the way that people say things. Like I've seen Twitter is the craziest place, but Twitter's a great place to see how society works because people just say things without thinking. So I don't really take it to offense. It was mainly funny, but I still wanted to like, you know, put that kind of comedy out into the world.
Yeah.
So like I just toned it down, but I still kept like me,
For sure.
you know.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so where do you kind of want to go with this? Like, do you want to be a writer? Do you want to be an actor, like, or actress? Do you want whatever you want to do with this? Like, how far do you see it going?
Yeah, so I definitely want to keep up with my social media and stuff. My main thing is acting and modeling. I was doing that before I started, and you know, I just wanted to kind of lead into other things now with my social media, and then I'm also I guess doing music as well. So hopefully those will take over way more than social media. But I mean, I still feel like I would keep up with my social media presence. It may not be the same kind of skits like all the time, depending on what I'm doing. But for the most part, I'll still keep up with it.
So what type of, I didn't know the music. What type of music you make? R&B, hip hop?
Yeah, I didn't say that because that's very new. I've never been like the type of person to like just be like, I make music. But, you know, I have like everybody else telling me to make it. So I'm like, okay, if everyone else is encouraging me, maybe I should. So, but I make like R&B music. I'm kind of trying to think of it as like a Janae Aiko and then also a little bit of Rihanna.
Okay.
In there.
Okay.
A little, that's a good combo.
You can't go wrong
That's a
with
good combo.
it.
That's a good combo right there. Okay. So our first segment is the don't trip question. So chose don't trip. So when I say don't trip, we got you after I ask the question. That you got, we got you.
Okay.
I'll say don't trip.
Okay.
You say we got you. All right.
I say we got you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. First question is, everything seems so perfect with my girlfriend, and I'm worried that I don't know the real her. How do I get her to show me that? Don't trip.
We got you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your advice for that? What you got for that? Is there any?
Yeah, you know, I feel that. I always like tell people like when with any kind of relationship, friendships or anything like that, I never feel like I'm really bonded with somebody until we have like an argument and I see how you react. So really just go fight with her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I feel like you'll really feel connected with her when you see like how somebody treats you when you aren't on their good side.
That's a good point.
I feel like people have shown like their true colors. Like everyone's gonna crack eventually. And I feel like just pay attention to those things. Like if in the moment, like everything's right, like she cares about you, all that kind of stuff. It's not like the phony kind of love. I feel like eventually it'll come around to where they're opening up way more to you. It also depends on like your relationship. Some people are lovers first and then, you know, they get to be friends, but some people are friends first and then they get to be lovers. And if it kind of sounds like they might be in that lover stage first, if you are, definitely see like more things towards them. I've been in like situations before where we kind of just spent time together and we loved that physical bond. Like we loved just hanging out with each other. Like we just sit on the phone, like just having them around. But sometimes when it came to like talking and getting to know each other and like just asking questions about each other, that wasn't really there. So maybe like just diving deeper into, you know,
That's a
who
good
they
I
are.
think it takes time. You can't put a limit on how long it should take for someone to open up to you. Because everyone's gonna be different.
Right.
And then, like you said, get in a fight.
Yeah. So is there
Fighting
something?
people.
Go through some trauma. Trauma. If you go
Start
through
some
like
toxic-
trauma
is
together,
crazy.
Y'all seen
Trauma's
that?
crazy.
The
crazy. Like get in a car
Trauma
accident.
bond.
You're really like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wow! Wait,
It's
you
a
see
little much, but
the I think I love my wife when he was like chicken. He's like, we having chicken again?
Chicken again? We have chicken every day. I'm tired of chicken.
That's so Doug is
Because
crazy.
basically, right before this scene, the girl that's tempting him was like trying to invite him out, and he was like, "Oh, I got dinner."
Yeah.
And then she was like, how am I gonna get away from that? And then she was like, start a fight, and then it cuts straight to this scene. It's like chicken again, like.
So bro's
Yeah.
really just trying to find something that's, even though there's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
he's
nothing
trying to
wrong.
make that
Just
problem.
start talking. Yeah,
Hey.
just start fighting.
I feel like girls do that all the time.
It's just
They be
a lot of
digging.
girls because they're bored. I feel like just
They be digging.
Right.
out of nowhere.
I had a girl tell me one time, I like to fight. Like, I
fuels
enjoy
me.
it. I'm like, what the hell?
Fighting. No, just kidding.
I hate
It's
that shit.
exciting.
I hate it.
Bro, that'd be crazy. It'd just be like the questions. So would you love me if I was a worm?
Nah.
No, I don't think so. Why not? And that's just bad. Recipe for bad stuff.
That's
right there.
hilarious.
Hey man, wait. Didn't you tell me you like to start fights one time?
Me?
Yeah.
I absolutely not.
Really?
I hate it. Cause I get scared. Like any type of fight, I'd be like, the worst is about to happen. We're about to break up. I'm never
It's
gonna
over.
see her again.
It's
That
over.
was probably the last time I'm gonna see her.
I'm
Like,
weak. Now I'm thinking about like Justice. You left the toilet seat up. Damn, I'm about to break up. We about to All right, for sure. All right, let's hit this next question real quick. I feel like guys only like me for my body/looks. How am I supposed to handle this and find someone worth it? Don't trip.
We got you.
What you got?
Okay, so I mean, I feel like I go through that all the time, but not in a way. So I feel like that is a very basic understanding of like your body and how men look at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not even attracted, nor do I pay attention to the guys that I feel like look at me like that. Like, there's red flags and green flags and all that stuff, right? And I feel like I just pick up so well on it. And so like, if I have to worry about any issues with a guy just liking me for my body, I feel like that would come like way up. Like they'd be very good at hiding it. But like just a general like guys not liking you and then they kind of like your body way more. Like guys will always give off something. Like they'll always bring it up. They'll always hint at it. Even the really good ones will like say something like, "Oh yeah, let's just chill," like, "Oh, instead of taking me out, you want to chill." I feel like yeah, like once you start noticing like those things about guys, and it's also how you treat yourself as well. Like who do you kind of give yourself to, like not just like sexual wise, but who do you spend your time with, like all of that stuff. Like once you kind of I don't want to say like up your standards, but like up how you look at yourself compared to like everyone else, you just be like, oh well, you don't even deserve to like be around me right now because your attention in your mind it isn't up here. So like I feel like I just automatically avoid guys like that. So I feel like that would be the kind of advice that I would give, because eventually you're just gonna automatically avoid guys like, oh, you can't hold a conversation with me, like I know what you're here for.
Right.
Yeah,
That makes sense. I mean, there was this one guy who sent a message to a girl. He said, "Oh, you're so beautiful," right? And then like she's like, "Oh, thank you." And then bro started saying like, she's like, "Is that all you got for me?" And then he was like, "No." And he said something real smooth, blah 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 blah. And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Yeah, but you're gorgeous." She's like, "Okay, that's it." like
that is
exactly.
how they
You
do
just stuck
it.
on
Yes,
so.
that's just. But your beauty is just what I really look at.
Have you seen Madagascar too?
I've seen the Madagascars, but it's
With
been a minute.
he used to remember Moto when he couldn't compliment
Oh,
her. He's like, "Girl, you chunky." All he got. He
So
did
nice.
nothing
You gotta
else.
say it twice. Yeah.
yeah, you got to be able to talk to girls. You got to be able to relate to them.
Yeah.
And what's the word? Intellectual.
There you go. Look at my
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, guys are so one-dimensional when it comes to just your look. So I feel like you'll know, like if a guy, and all you do is just like.
So what's the best advice you would give to a guy, the guy that's listening right now? What should we say? Even though we know the girl is overwhelmingly beautiful, and sometimes that's all we know what to say.
Right.
So what do we say?
Well, I feel like you can definitely compliment a girl, and not in a weird way, because y'all be on some stuff
extra.
these days. But just like the regular words are great. Beautiful, you're pretty. Like you don't gotta do the whole grand rising queen. Like you don't gotta do all that either. You just do the basic, but or you can make it authentic. But people gonna know like if it's not.
Yeah.
And I feel like once you like compliment them, you kind of move on from it and like get to dive into like who they are. Like as soon as you compliment them, if they're interested, they say like, and it depends. If they just say thank you and that's it, like, or just put a heart, she not really like messing with you, but you can still try. I've seen very persistent guys get in, but like for the most part, don't go to when can we hang out? Don't go to like, yeah, but I'm just trying to get to know you. Just simply ask a regular conversation, just regular question in a conversation, just like, oh yeah, I see you do this. Like that's really cool. Like, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I feel like this is real cheesy, but I know when we were all younger, we used to play 10 questions with people.
Oh yeah, you trying to play?
Yeah.
20 questions.
And that's how we got to know people. That was us like talking to
That's
the other
good
gender.
too,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It, like, don't be like, let's play a game. You know what I'm saying?
Let's play a game.
I thought you were gonna say rate me, like
Rate me 1 to 10. What do you think?
give me a to be honest real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, not a TBH.
I know.
Not the TBH, man. But nah, something like
Yeah,
that.
just getting to know them, really.
I love questions. I even have a little card game that I have where like sometimes they're like little date night questions.
Okay.
Like I just love that kind of energy because it takes away from the awkwardness of just asking them, so how many kids you got?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right.
And don't be like weird with it. Because I remember,
Yeah.
what was it, J Mitch, he did that little skit. He's like, you want to play 20 questions? She's like, yeah, sure. He's like, what's your favorite color, Ray? He's like, what's your favorite sex position? Slow down now. Slow down, man.
Now, on the second question.
I was like,
Yeah.
bro, that's crazy. This man said, no, the answer to the what's your favorite color was two. He's like, two. What's your sex position? Not paying attention.
Oh yeah, I've seen stuff
that
like
man's
that.
funny. But can you so we talked about it kind of with the episode with Bree. Can you tell when a message is kind of copy and pasted? Like he's definitely sent this to just random, like he's copy and paste and sent it.
I'm trying to think of if I've ever had those kind of scenarios.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if it's just copy paste that you said it to somebody else, but one thing I do pick up off of is like if it's authentic or not. When guys kind of say things that I feel like you wouldn't really know, you know, like you wouldn't really like, how do you know that? You know, like you don't know if you like me like that. Like some guys be like all out, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the end of the world for you, right?
Right.
And
Right
I'd
off
be
the
like,
bat.
yeah, and I'm just like, you don't know me. Like, you don't know if you like me. And they'd be like, well, I know you enough. Like, or I like you. Like, we could be talking for like 2 weeks or something. And then they say something like that. And I'm like, well, that's not like, that. This doesn't
Not
seem
genuine at
authentic.
all.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
feel like that's when you can really tell, is like when it's something that they don't know. Like, you have to really question, like, would someone feel like this? And people change over time. And like, people feel like they fall in love at first sight, right? But like, just certain things, like staying with someone for the rest of it, like if you're being realistic, that kind of stuff, like people switch up so fast. If it's real warm, it's gonna have or if it's real hot, it's gonna have a cold end,
That
you know?
makes sense.
So
I got a question. So how do you personally determine what DMs you respond to, what you don't respond to?
ooh. I mean, it's nothing that they can really like say, you know, to just be like, oh yeah, like I'm in there, you know.
Yeah.
But like, but for the most part, like, say they send me a DM, right, and it's not on like no crazy stuff. I feel like the only thing I probably won't respond to is like something real crazy. Like, I feel like the corny ones, they're kind of, you know, like they get me sometimes, but they're not like I won't just be like jumping at corny. Like, I just love corny, you know. For the most part, I usually go for like the natural, you know, kind of like you're just speaking to me like a regular person. But like I genuinely, if I check out your profile and I think you're cute and like I like the kind of stuff that you're posting, then I'm like, okay. But if I go on your page and you just money does, like, you know, like shooters, like shooter
For me and my homies,
like I'll be like, I can't fucking do,
Right,
you know, like
that's not me. Respect it.
right. I'm like that one ain't for me, but you know, but for the most part, it's just a genuine, like if I genuinely feel you, you know.
Yeah. So what's the craziest DM you ever got?
Oh my goodness.
I know there's probably,
outside of like
Right.
straight like weirdos sending you unsolicited pictures.
Right.
Straight as word.
You know, actually, I don't get as many of those.
Okay.
Proud to say.
That's good.
Good job, fellas.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
learning something.
2022.
Good job, y'all. 2022.
they're starting to learn their lesson.
They're starting to learn a little bit.
Called out. That's why they
Yeah.
stopped. Okay, respect. But what about word wise? Like any like crazy or
Crazy?
best whatever you got.
Man.
Because we seen that question.
That was wild.
And that
Hold on. While she
question was
thinking, let me pull
insane.
that up.
Wait, what? You talking about the Q&A?
Yes.
Oh man, no, I know there are some wild ones. I mean, the only ones that I could think of right now that are coming to my mind are like the ones where they say stuff like I would let you step on me, or like you could fart in my face.
That was the one. That was the one.
No, that
it
was
was the
one
one
of
about it was like, I wonder what a room of your fart
yeah,
smells
it
like.
smells like, yeah,
Oh,
like I have a fetish, like
That's crazy.
it's like, oh, okay,
Oh,
all right, that's great, you know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's get to this next segment. She mentioned red flag, green flags earlier, so we're gonna hit the red flag, green flag segment with our actual flags. So if you're not watching, go check out the YouTube, but you can listen and see. We'll let you know what's good or bad. So just toss it up. 1, 2, 3, red flag. 1, 2, 3, green flag. You got, yep, exactly. Okay. So directing traffic over here.
One,
These are fun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's please.
All right. Our first one is
I
Do little
missed it.
TikTok dances.
Nah,
I am messing with this
go,
mic. Hold
go.
on.
Like,
Press
All
it all
right.
over there.
all right. First one is pulls up without telling you beforehand.
What?
Pulls up without telling you beforehand. Like just
I pull up to the crib.
Like, just
or
pulls
wherever
up.
you at.
Oh, so you come up without.
All right.
Ooh.
3,
Without asking.
2.
Wait, what's the time frame? Just any like randomly anytime or like
Yeah,
just
anytime. Y'all talking. These are usually
Oh,
talking
talking.
stage.
We
Right?
And he
like
just
in a-
pull
Yeah,
up.
because you're not in a
Hey,
relationship
I'm
yet.
outside. I'm
Yeah,
outside.
Okay,
outside.
okay.
Yeah, he pulled up. I'm outside right now. All right. Ooh.
Oh.
All right. Let me hear what's right.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
Okay, well, you
Yeah, go for
mine?
it.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Okay,
yours first.
okay.
then his.
I definitely think it's a red flag
Yeah.
because it depends on how comfortable we are.
Mhm.
I'm definitely big on boundaries.
Mhm.
I feel like that's something to where, like, if you gonna ever pull up, leave me a surprise on my doorstep. Don't just be there, like just waiting for me or just be like, yeah, I'm already here. Like, I feel like that would be weird because I feel like that's like a overstepping of boundaries, like my privacy. Like, I feel like you gonna be the type to where like, oh yeah, I just want to go through your phone randomly or something. If you just always like you take the initiative to do stuff without asking me and like you in like my personal space, like
Yeah.
you
That's a
know,
good point.
I would be like kind of scared that I was like, well, you just doing everything on your own, huh?
Hey.
Bad vibes. Jay.
Me personally, I'm thinking as a girl coming to me, right? I like it. I like being spontaneous. They can pull up on me, be a part of whatever I got going on. You know what I'm saying? But there is boundaries. There's boundaries to this shit, right? You can't just be invading my personal space. So I don't have a problem. I'd be like, oh, that's nice of you. Like that's cool, but I'm busy right now, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel
So I wouldn't say it was a red flag.
I would say it's a red flag.
think it's a red flag?
I'd be
Wait, so
like,
are you
bro,
gonna
what
at
you
least
doing?
ask like okay, so is it
I
like a
personally
thing-
wouldn't pull up on them, but I would like it. They could do it to me.
Oh, okay.
type of
Wait,
thing.
what was your question
Well,
though?
Oh, yeah, so I was gonna ask, like, is that something y'all talked about, like you just now pulling up because she said it's okay, or you just gonna, or you're not gonna pull up though, but she.
I'm
gonna
not.
pull up?
Yeah, she can pull
Okay.
up whenever she want to, cause
Okay.
I got nothing to hide. She can come chill with me.
But
it
think
don't
about
matter.
it though. You're in the talking stage. You
Uh-huh.
might have something to hide. You only got one in the talking
You
stage.
telling me you're not gonna get annoyed if I'm at your crib? Like, what if she want to be there every day?
Every day.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Every
I'm
day
okay
is
with
crazy,
that.
Jay.
I'm okay
Every
with
day
that.
is crazy.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
but
love it.
that's why I said there's boundaries. I will let you know when it's not okay.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But most of the time it will be okay. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy other people's company.
She gonna be so hurt
I don't
that
like-
one day, and she gonna know something
Exactly.
too.
She gonna
said
be like,
what?
so is there another girl in there?
Yeah,
That's why you don't
she
want me coming in?
Yeah.
and that's the day I say you cannot come. You feel me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm like, look, shorty, I'm happy to see you, but you gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she gonna barge in it. Like the video, she gonna come in the room, you have to
Right.
mush her out real
I'm gonna
quick.
just stick my toe in there right before you close the door.
What's going on?
I'm like, hold on, what you mean I can't
You
come?
mean I can't- It's different.
Look, I got my mama in the back. She's not feeling well.
Yeah, lying.
can
Her and my daddy
You
fighting.
come talk to her. I got like chicken noodle soup.
I
in the
know,
car.
yeah.
Come
I
on.
already got it. What you talking about?
Come on. All right, next one is if they're still good friends with their ex.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. All
It
right.
depends.
It depends.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
All
3,
right.
2, 1. Okay. Let's hear it, Jay. You first.
Bro, leave them alone.
Oh.
It didn't work out for a reason. So obviously you're not friends,
Mhm.
right? You shouldn't. You're not compatible friends.
Mm-hmm. So
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
you can be compatible friends and the relationship don't work out.
Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah.
That's
so you
true.
just maybe you tried the relationship because you thought it would, but
That's
you
true.
kind of had the friendship.
That's
All right,
true.
Kalani, why?
But there's always that risk, you know.
yeah, I feel
that's-
that. I feel that.
I feel like for me, the only reason why I have a green flag is because I feel like there's so many scenarios where it is a red or there's a lot of scenarios where it is a red flag, but for the most part, I feel like the red flag ones, like I feel like they have stuff already wrong with them. It's not so much of a red flag to be like cool with your ex, but it's the type of people that be cool with their ex that make it bad. I feel like I've seen people be like cool and mutual, depending on how you say good friends, but like the ones that are cool with the ex and to be the red flag, they calling you or calling the ex at like 2 a.m. in
Right.
the morning. They the type to, oh yeah, she chilling over at my crib right now. That's my we just cool, we compatible. Or they do one-on-ones. That's what I always call them. I don't call all dates anymore because every time you say a date to a man, they be like, oh no, we're not going on a date and proceed to do date things. So I just say
A one-on-one.
If I'm a one-on-one with you, yeah, no, I don't do one-on-ones with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm be like, so if he's doing like one-on-ones with his ex, and I'm just like, that's weird to me because I'm like, y'all, yeah, that's different.
Super.
That makes sense. One-on-ones, I like that.
I'm starting a trend.
Mm-hmm. You get that right. You feel.
Y'all heard it here first.
What if y'all dating? You still call it a one-on-one?
I mean, if we dating and date, like, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's our boyfriend.
Yeah. But I'd be like, now we going on a date. But like, just men who like try to hang out with you or be like, oh, we not doing that, you know. But then I'm like, nah, we doing.
And then gonna be like,
one-on-one.
what, we hooping?
Right. I know.
Lace them up real quick.
I know. Well, we not going out nowhere. We just chill. No, I'm spending time with you one-on-one.
One-on-one.
So, yeah, but
There
like,
you go.
I'm like, when I say like cool, like if I think about like who like are my exes and stuff, like of course the ones I ended on bad blood with, I don't really talk to or anything. But like the ones that I do, like I don't be reaching out to them. We don't reach out to each other.
Right.
Like I may ever post like a funny video and they may put like a laughing emoji on it, but it's never nothing that crosses boundaries, especially nothing that would make my partner feel uncomfortable. Like if they had a genuine problem with them, I would like be like, okay, you know, I'll do certain stuff, you know. But for the most part, exes, I feel like do have that category to where you shouldn't just be hanging out with them all the time or calling them all the time.
What if they're in like friend groups? Like
Friend
the
group?
exes in their friend group.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a hard one right there.
I feel like that's.
I mean, because
kinda,
yeah, I know.
Red flag, fool.
I know. If they're in a friend group, that one really does depend. I feel like I would have to see it, but even if I do see it, it's not like it's gonna be like that. Might not be the genuine, authentic thing.
Yeah.
I feel like if they're in a friend group, it depends on how much they hang out, what type of stuff they doing.
Yeah.
That might just be a red flag to leave it all there, because if they're there hanging out with each other all the time, then that's kind of like, I feel like there's gonna be that connection. Like I always feel like after you have sexual relations with somebody, like it divides you between other friends now. So it's like you can't just be like a regular friend. Like there's always that temptation, especially a friend group. Y'all could be out drinking and then all of a sudden y'all start flirting and get back with each other.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a very tricky one.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like if you're making an argument that she's in my friend group, you got to be like on top of it. Like if your girl said, "What you want? I'm on this. You want to see a picture right now? Like I ain't drinking nothing. We doing this. We doing this, this. Like you got to keep her comfortable. For sure, if that
gotta
is the
keep her comfortable.
Yeah. So
Location.
you say where you at, fool?
All that.
Pull up on me. But all right. If all their friends are the opposite gender,
Sheesh.
All of them? Like she
All
has
of them.
not one
she
friend.
has
of the
all
same-
guy friends. Like a lot of all.
guy
Not okay. Let's not say all. If most of her friends are of the opposite gender, so she has a lot of guy friends, or he has a lot of girlfriends.
So she got 4 friends that are dudes and one that is
A girl.
A girl.
Yes.
And one dude friend and 4 girlfriends.
All right. Yes.
Right.
All
Right. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Jay, pick a flag. Jay, pick a flag.
He gonna
Ah. I'm gonna say red. All right, go ahead. Red flag first.
There's just too much room for error.
Oh, this. So on this exam,
Too
there's
much room for
There's
error.
too much shit that could possibly happen.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Those friends are probably really protective of her because she's like the one girl of the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We view her as a little sister type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool and all. But still, when that liquor gets to you, you know, and everybody's having a good time,
That's all.
that is all.
that shit had people acting different.
Okay.
Okay?
Kalani, you cool with it though?
I feel like I am cool with it just because I grew up a tomboy. Like I grew up around brothers. My brother had friends. Like I've grown up like that. Now, if she a girly girl and she didn't grow up
Right.
around guys,
That
that's
makes
a different story. But I grew up around men. Like I have a lot of, I don't say like masculine traits, but I just do a lot of things that guys usually do rather than girls. Like
Yeah.
I don't like when I game, I don't have a lot of gaming girlfriends. You know, I have like
That is such a
very
good
I never thought about
I
Such a
that.
have
good
very
point.
few gaming girlfriends. So
Yeah.
like, you know, and the stuff we be talking about, like a big reason why I feel like sometimes I don't really have a lot of girlfriends is one, the way I handle situations. It's a little bit more masculine. Like I'm one of those people to where I don't really vent. I am a problem solver. So like sometimes like if I vent, like you catch me on like a crazy day or some crazy happen. But like for the most part, I problem solve. So a lot of times when, you know, girls be talking to me, we'll just do this. And then they be like they don't really want to talk to me. And then even then, they also like, it's very spontaneous, very irrational moves that a lot of women that I come in contact with make. And so like a lot of times, like I've heard that they've like view me as someone who's being mean to them, but I'm really just like being real. I'm like, well, you let this guy on for months and then he finally got with you and then you broke his heart. I was just like, well, if you don't want those kind of problems, don't do stuff like that. And so like, you know, like it's so many things why I don't, but I feel like I have very short women friends because a lot of women aren't mentally level like with me, like on the same kind of path that I'm on. If I could find a lot of women friends, I would, but like, you know, for the most part, it's very hard to come by someone who's like mature and who can also be humorous and doesn't take things so serious. And I don't care if you're a girly girl, I don't care if you have different opinions than me, like I respect all that, but like just finding someone who's like not really focused on just like the regular things, like just chilling, just be, I guess, content with your life. Or, like
I never thought about that point, but that was a great point. Because think about it, Jay. It's definitely like those flags will go for different things. Like if she was a girl that like plays video games or like has interest like sports or even like thinks more like a guy, like just like she just said, like different handle situations a little bit differently than a girl that like is more girly girl by society or whatever. That would make more sense why she has more guy friends.
Yeah, it does.
Girlfriends.
It does, for sure.
That's crazy.
And then I wouldn't say that's a red flag. Then.
That's not okay. Yeah, but
we good.
Yeah, we good. I think I'm.
But in most circumstances.
There aren't a lot of women who grew up riding ATVs. But you know.
No, there was this one girl that my boy was telling me about, and she has all guy friends, straight guy friends, but she's like a powder puff princess type, and this. I was like, so like these are your guy friends? She's like, yeah, but they all have crushes on me. So I was like, okay, well, there's not your guy friends. They're just guys who want to get at you.
And that's true too. Yeah, that's the thing. I do relate more to guys, but men are still men, so I keep my distance. And the only person who I feel like I'm actually really close guy friends, like we could hang out on a one-on-one, like I could I could pass out in their bed and I know that they would never do anything, you know, and everybody be like, oh, well, they're just waiting or blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe that could be a scenario, but as of right now, like we've been friends for years and they've respected me. And so like, I don't, that's Uche, the person that, you know, I make videos and stuff with, but I don't treat most guy friends like that because that is a very undeniable fact is that men will make moves on you. You can't try to move around that.
For sure.
No, that's facts. Like I feel like even if you are a girl with a bunch of guy friends or a guy with a bunch of girlfriends, like I have a good amount of girlfriends as well, but I wouldn't go and take a nap in my girlfriend's friends that are girls' bed. That's disrespectful.
You can't treat them like girlfriends, but you can have a lot of men friends.
And that girl that I just mentioned, she's like, oh no, I took a nap in his bed. Like I was like, bro, you just said he has a crush on you and you sleep. Right.
Yeah.
Come on now. That's a red flag. Okay, Jay.
Yeah, you can't be naive.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, last one for today. If they're a person that's constantly in and out of relationships and is rarely single, is that a red flag or a green flag?
In and out of relationships.
Like just jump in relationship to a relationship. When's the last time you were single? I can't even remember when last time I was single type. Red flag or green flag? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we got it. We got it. All right. Why do we think it's a red flag?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay, here.
It could be a good thing because they get experience, but they not learning from their experiences, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
And they not listening to what went wrong in the last ones and finding the same shit probably in the next dude. So that's when the red flag comes up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like there's internal issues that would kind of arise, like seeing that. I feel like it depends on, like, if they're in relationships, right? Because I feel like we all usually get in situationships. Like, I feel like there's not a time period. You know, even guys and girls who just be like, oh, take time out for yourself. I feel like they eventually all end up messing with someone. It could be a very insignificant fling. Like, it could be a situationship. It could be a relationship. But, like, for the most part, if you're doing those kind of things, that's fine as long as you're taking time for yourself. But full-blown relationships, like where, you know, y'all are doing the most with each other, dates, like just regular relationship stuff, I feel like that is something you would need a break from.
That's facts.
You know?
And I feel like that it's kind of an independence thing. Like, can she be without somebody else? Is she so dependent on relationships, or he's so dependent on relationships? And are these relationships just something they want to be in, or are they trying to actually get something for the future?
Yeah. Why are they dating people?
Yeah, so many people.
Gotta figure out that reason.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hit this last segment real quick. It's called Simping or Pimping. So Simping or Pimping is our pickup line segment. So I'm going to throw you some pickup lines. If you think they're cool, we will say simping or pimping. And if you think they're lame, they would never work ever, then simping. If you might even get a giggle, it can be pimping. If you think like you're corny sometimes, you can get pimping. And then this will be kind of fast ones. And then at the end, you can just tell me your whole spiel on pickup lines in general. If you think they'll work, if you don't think they'll work, what you think about it. All right?
Okay.
Jay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. First pickup line is, are you part beaver? Because damn, you look good. 3, and I'll count down for pimping or simping. All right. 3, 2, 1. Pimping.
Simping.
Oh man, sim pimping.
Pimping? Okay.
Yeah, she already knows some pimping, boy.
Pimping.
Okay, pimping. All right, why you give it some pimping?
I feel like, honestly, it works on your delivery. Like that one's not too bad.
Okay.
Like I haven't heard that
Respectable.
one before, even though it might be super popular. I haven't heard it before. I feel like, yeah, if your delivery, if you come in strong, like, damn, girl, like, beating out
Delivery definitely a thing. All right.
I feel like, yeah, it would kind of, throw me for a loop.
Okay.
The reason why I say simping is whenever you start off by calling a girl an animal, saying they look like an animal, at least make it a cute animal.
Okay. Beavers are
Not a damn beaver.
Beavers are cute.
Huh?
Right.
Beavers are cute.
Yeah.
Got the I'm zooming in on that one. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next one. The next pickup line is, do you need to tie your shoes? Because I can't have you falling for nobody else. 3, 2, 1. Simping.
Pimping.
Whoa, y'all say pimping?
You said
Simping.
Okay, awesome. Why you think it's pimping? You the outcast.
because it's facts. You can't fall for nobody else but me. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Oh, no.
Simping, bro, that's a simping one for sure.
That's
Bro,
a
what you mean?
Why
You
is
can't
that
be falling for
simping?
nobody else than
Like
me?
a no ho.
What you say? I'm using that one.
You're not ready to use that one. All right, use that
no.
one. Use that one. See if it works. I really want to see
Got
it.
it.
Please, simping. All right.
That's some YouTube content right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, last one is, this one's a girl. You know what? I want you to read this one, actually.
Okay.
It's this one right here that starts with do.
Okay.
All right.
There's 2 that start with
Oh,
do.
my fault.
is
The second one. Yeah. That's a girl one, so I can't even read that one.
that? It was actually the third one.
Oh, third one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Do you want to eat what my mama made me?
No. It's the two
Oh
sentences.
no,
Mhm.
no!
No. Do you want to eat what my mom made? And then you say the other one. Yeah, take a little pause.
I didn't see the question.
Go ahead.
Look, I'm already
It's
out.
okay.
It's already got rejected.
I already got rejected. It's crazy.
Get out my face.
Mm.
Okay. Do you want to eat what my mama made me?
Okay. 3.
Thinking.
3.
No.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Pimpin'. Yeah. I'm finna be like, I'm trying to have a 4-course meal.
Right.
I think that will work. I've never seen a girl actually try a pickup line in person though.
Right.
So, like, except for like those videos, but I know they wouldn't actually do that.
You
Those,
think you ever use that?
The lines.
mm-hmm.
I feel like I would do it just for jokes. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if I was drinking or something, you know, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to pick up
About to
right now.
pick up right now.
Yeah, I'm about
You
to
in
go
the
to-
club type shit,
in
yeah.
the club, just about to, you know.
You ever send the DMs?
I feel like I have, but like very rare times to where I can remember.
Yeah.
If I've ever done that. I feel like what we do is we like pictures.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
3 times in a
That's
row.
all.
I want you.
That's
Let's
crazy.
go.
She
That's your DM.
She
That's
want
your
me to-
DM
Yeah,
right there.
right.
all you
Exactly.
need.
That's my DM.
So do you advocate for girls shooting their shots?
I do. We really bad with rejection though. So
Mhm.
like, you know, I couldn't imagine like just trying to promote that. But you know, I love switching up gender norms. So I'd
Okay,
be like,
you do.
know, go
We definitely
ahead.
should have done switcheroo with her. I should have thought of a
Yeah.
question. Do you know what the switcheroo is? It's where we,
Double standards.
yeah, pretty much. We
Yeah.
ask you questions that got.
You got one, Danny?
Huh? You got one? Do one? All right. We're switching up gender
You
rules.
got to think of one.
You are. I'm gonna use an old one because I can't
Okay.
think of one right now. You are the man in a relationship. Jay, you want to play the girl?
What?
I played the girl
All right.
last time. I played it. You asking her about your dress?
For sure.
Go ahead.
Wait, what?
The dress one. Does this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel.
What's up, Shorty?
I'm playing with you.
No, you play with
Oh,
me.
okay.
Go ahead.
What's up, baby? I don't know how I feel about this dress.
You looking real good.
Go ahead.
Nice and
I don't know though. I feel like I look fat. Do I look fat in it?
pH. Fat.
He said just how I like it.
Yeah, with the P.
She go crazy. She go crazy. Yeah. I did not expect
Hey, that's the perfect way to answer it.
Hey,
that's the
TH
perfect
fat,
way right
baby.
there.
You got all the right curves. Talking about, you look good. All right, well, that's this episode of Don't Trip, man. That was a great episode, Miss Kalani. We thank you for coming on. Is there anything you'd like to talk about, promote? Jay, what's up to people?
Well, I guess my music career is gonna be something that's very new. Hopefully you guys like it. And so if you want to tune in for that, I mean, I know y'all have no idea what I sound like, you know. But I feel like it would be a real journey to experience. So
Say less. Hey, we'll tap in with her. We're gonna have all their stuff in the bios and the links. She got some funny videos. Go check them out. Hopefully we'll have her on again because that was a funny episode where we told y'all we're getting some great co-hosts, and this has been awesome. This LA trip's been for sure worth it. So go tap in on all platforms. If you're not watching on YouTube, go check out the YouTube videos. You can see all our reactions, see our genuine laughter and all that stuff. Jay, what you got?
Tap into the Snap Show.
Fast.
Don't trip.
Mm-hmm.
Search bar.
Search bar.
Don't trip.
Mm-hmm. Go leave us
Subscribe.
Go leave us some 5-star ratings or whatever. And more content coming out. We're going to have vlogs, some YouTube videos, some men on the street stuff, just a bunch of stuff coming for y'all. So
Dope.
don't trip.
We got you.
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job. Great job.